give anything to change this fickle-minded heart that loves fake shiny things.
Hey, this is a 2020 Honda CR-V Hybrid Touring Edition. This vehicle is probably the penultimate in vehicle technology that's affordable for most people. And it's got some things that a lot of vehicles just simply don't have. But I'll hit some of the highlights. This vehicle has a driver attention monitor. There's a camera on the dash that scans your eyes. And if you appear to be sleepy and it notices that you're starting to nod off, it will alert you that you need to pull off and rest, get coffee, whatever. The big coffee cup will pop up on the dash and tell you that you're tired. Also, push button drive-by-wire transmission. Easy, no problem. You don't have to shift, you just simply push a button. You got an electronic parking brake. You have a brake hold. If you're on a hill and your vehicle starts rolling backward, instead of putting your foot on the brake, you hit brake hold. It'll hold you in place until you put on the gas. Transmission has a sport mode, an econ mode, and an EV mode. EV is total electric only. Econ mode, which is probably the mode that most people will be in, gets you the best gas mileage. And for a larger size SUV, this vehicle gets close to 40 miles to a gallon. Then you have a sport mode. It changes the way your transmission shifts so that you can gain a lot of speed quicker. If you look down here, you got wireless charging. So lay your phone, got to be compatible with a charger, but most are these days. Lay your phone down on there and it will charge it for you. You also have a USB port as well as a charging port only. This one transfers data and charges. This one's for charging only. When you come up to the dash, you have the whole suite of Honda sensing features. You have a radar activated cruise control that paces the cars in front of you and will slow you up and speed you up as conditions dictate, and it will actually all the way go to a full stop, unlike most of the other manufacturers on the market. You also have off-road collision mitigation. If it notices you start to go off the road, it will do everything in its power to correct you and get you back into the road. It'll warn you, it'll put on the brakes, and it will try to turn the steering wheel to get you back and get your attention, get you back on the road. It's got lane keep assistance. If you start wandering in the lane, the steering wheel will start turning slightly in your hands. Dash light will light up and tell you that you are wandering and try to get you back into your lane. This one has rear backup cameras. It also has collision avoidance. If somebody stops in front of you real quickly at a red light and it notices that you're not slowing down, it will do everything in its power to stop you to keep that collision from happening. This vehicle, particularly one, is set up with front and rear parking sensors. It'll give you an audible warning when you get close to something that's in your path and parking. One thing that Honda has that is totally different from any other manufacturer, you put the vehicle in reverse, and you got multiple views. You got a panoramic view, a straight back view, and then a straight down view. If you were like, say, at a store and it had a big concrete barrier right behind you, this would show you how close you are to it so you don't damage your vehicle. You can also use either a regular cruise control, which is this button here, or you can press the button here called main. It turns on your lane keep assist and your cruise control that paces the cars in front of you. It has a heated steering wheel. When you get over here, everything is voice activated through these buttons here. You can change what you see on the dash simply by going through different buttons. I can even see where I'm getting my power from or what's using my power when I put it on this icon here, the power icon. I can back up, go back and look at the overall vehicle. You got kind of rear hatch that opens up hands-free. We will show you that momentarily. And all of these safety systems can be overridden and turned off if they annoy you. Some people, they annoy. You can turn them off. There's buttons down here that allows you to turn them off. Once you get to the center stack, you have navigation, phone setups, settings where you can personalize the vehicle to you, smartphone connections. You got Honda Link, which allows your phone to act as a remote starter, locator. If you lost your car in a parking lot, it would direct you to where your car is. Any number of things that Honda Link app can do. You have other apps that you can download into this system, like Spotify, Pandora, those type things that will allow you to basically set it up as your own personal entertainment system. You got satellite-based navigation, voice activated. Audio system, you got Sirius XM as well as normal AM FM. You can also use it as a Bluetooth streaming device and stream music from your phone. You can go into info screen and it will give you the trip computer, voice info, clock, wallpaper, and system and device information. Keep up with your average fuel economy on 2 different trips. Basically I can set this vehicle up to where I know my gas mileage, how far between trips, where I got my best gas mileage, because it does all that for you. Also, if you notice here, you have a climate button. I can change the speed of my fans. I can direct it to different places. Do I want it coming out from the above, the higher vents? Do I want it coming out near my feet? Do I want a mix of the two? Also, open this up. You got plenty of storage. These come out or come back. You got another USB port and power point inside here. This doubles as an armrest and is adjustable. You have a conversation mirror as well. If you have children in the back, you can look here and you can see what they're doing. You can tell them, hey, stop that, Junior. Got a power moonroof. It's got a rear dimming or a dimming rear view mirror. It's auto dim. If something hits you bright from the back, it will automatically dim. It's got a really high grade stereo system in it. We're going to go to audio. From here, if I want to adjust the sound, it's kind of easy. I can hit menu, go through here, adjust my sound, set it up the way I like it. Just pressing buttons. Okay. I can do playback, go to live, play pause, tuner mode, sports flash list, any number of things I can do here. But I always go back home. That gives me a safe place to go. I can even go through here and change what I see on the instrument panel. You also have right here part of the braking. You can use these to brake. They look like paddle shifters, but they're actually meant to use them as brakes. So that is the 2020 Honda CR-V Touring Hybrid.